Oof, what a time. So a few years ago, I created a somatic toolkit for the Wise Warrior retreats that I am part of the facilitation team for in Costa Rica. And I thought now would be a really good time to share some of those somatic tools. These are all in service of embodied regulation. If we don't have a partially regulated nervous system, we literally have zero ability to cope with what's happening in the world, whether you are personally affected or not by events unfolding all across Africa, the Middle East, and beyond. Our world is hurting, and that affects each of us because we're interdependent. So I wanted to offer some exercises to help you find moments of safety, find ways to return to being in your body, even with the big feels, even with sadness, grief, fear, concern, depression. When we are safely landed in our body, we actually have the ability to feel and process and metabolize, versus when we are disembodied, spun up over our body, or in freeze and collapse, shut down dorsal vagal. We actually just can't attend to what needs to be tended to, and we can't take care of ourselves, and we can't serve each other, we can't serve the world, we can't serve Mama Earth. So here are some somatic tools that I hope will help you on your journey of regulation and embodiment and sanity, and then offering that to the world. So the first tool is called Haven, or havening. We simply brush slowly down from shoulder to elbow. And I like to offer myself kind words while I do this, such as, oh, honey. Oh, honey. Of course you feel this way. Or, oh, honey, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Any kind of self-soothing kindness you can offer yourself while you haven. The next tool is left nostril breathing. So this stimulates the ventral vagal nerve, puts us in parasympathetic instead of sympathetic or dorsal vagal, which is also parasympathetic, but it's shut down. So it's pranayama. We shut off the right nostril with either hand, doesn't matter. And we simply take a slow inhale and an even slower exhale. Now I really recommend doing that for 30 seconds to 5 minutes to 10 minutes, depending on what you need. It's really nice before bed. 4-7-8 breath. This sort of went viral in the last few years. You might be familiar with this. It's simply inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out like you're breathing through a straw for 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale like birthday candle or a straw for 8. I like to do 4 rounds of that, check in with myself, maybe do another 4 rounds. The next tool is using our 5 senses, especially hearing. Hearing is really especially good for anxiety. We pause and we listen to what is the farthest sound that we can hear. And then what's the closest sound we can hear? And then what's something in the mid-range that we can hear? And then we do the same with our eyes. What are 5 different colors that we can see in the room or the outdoor space that we're in? Smell. What do we smell? If there's nothing on the air, smell your skin, your clothes, your hair. And then taste. What do you taste in your mouth? And if there's not much going on there, you might want to get something really savory and let that mindfully dissolve on your tongue. Then maybe something sweet, maybe chocolate. And then touch. What does the fabric feel like under your hands? Or what does it feel like to touch your own skin? When your arms feel like it when they receive your fingernails, or the palm of your hand, or we have a lot of nerve endings on our head. What does it feel? Ooh, even as I do this, I get goosebumps down to my toes. So touch. So all the five senses, just ground us in the here and now, because our five senses only happen in the present moment. Okay, another one I like to use is simply saying, this belongs, which of course I took directly from the amazing Tara Brach. So simple. So we notice, like, whoa, big feelings, big energy, what is going on? And we name it. Oh, it's fear. Okay, and I just put my hand on my heart, maybe one hand on my belly, and I just say, fear, you belong. Doesn't mean I'm inviting it to stay forever. I'm letting it know that I'm not going to fight with it while it's here. Grief, you belong. Tenderness, you belong. Joy, you belong. So just welcoming in whatever we're actually feeling, so that we're not in the tension of trying to sort of either not know what's going on with us or fighting it. We're just making it welcome. Another one is this eye movement that stimulates the vagus nerve, which connects onto the back of our occiput, the 10th cranial nerve. So we simply put our hands like this. I like to do it lying on my back, but standing or sitting totally works. Put our hands like this, and then we, without moving the axis of our head, so our nose stays straight ahead, my eyes are going to go up to the right corner of my vision. And again, my head is not moving, just my eyeballs. Ooh, and I'm going to hold my eyes there until something releases, like, ooh, big yawn. Maybe my stomach softens, maybe my jaw softens, maybe I take a deeper breath. And it might take a few minutes. Sometimes it happens immediately, sometimes it takes a few minutes. Whenever you notice something has released, something has softened, something has let go, I take my eyeballs up to the upper left corner and I hold them there until the same thing happens. It used to take me a few minutes to feel something. Now the minute my eyeballs go up, my body goes, immediate parasympathetic switch on. It's really great. Okay, figure eights with your hips. Feet go a little wider than hip distance, so more of like a straddle. Now you can't see my feet, but they're kind of wide. Knees are bent just a little bit, and then I'm just gonna let my hips move through a motion of figure eight like they're in molasses. I'm letting my hips move as slowly as if they are in molasses. And figure eight is it's how energy moves through our body in a healing pattern, it's a signature pattern and movement of healing energy. But it's actually just a deep regulating movement. And I like to do it while looking at something beautiful. So I might look out a window or at a piece of art or at the face of somebody I love. I might put on really slow and soothing music while I do this. And I like to do it for up to 5 minutes. Up to 5 minutes. And every time I find myself kind of speeding up, molasses, slow motion. Okay, so that's a really good one. Another one is humming. And I like to do this with my hand on my heart and belly so I can feel my own vibration. And it's just I experiment with different tones. I see what feels good. I let my body sway or rock. Again, it stimulates the vagus nerve, and it's just soothing, right? We do this when we pick up babies or small animals. We just sort of rock, we sort of hum. It's like so intuitive. So cradle yourself, cradle your own body, and offer yourself that humming and rocking. If you've got to let our energy to discharge, we shake, we flick, we bounce. If you are so spun out that you are 10 feet above yourself, which God knows is an appropriate response to this time, with all the fear, with all the chaos, all the unknown. Discharge. Do that for as long as it feels good. Lately I've been doing it on a little like mini trampoline that a friend lent me. It just feels so good. Okay, body brushing. So either using a soft brush, you can buy like surgical brushes online and they are so soft. Use your hands, use something Something soft in your house, a soft washcloth, a blanket. Just brushing our bodies, giving our skin that much contact. Very soothing and very embodying, very like, oh, here I am. So it's like you're giving your whole body like a brushing all the way down. Do the bottoms of your feet, like all the way, body brushing. Okay, physiological sigh. This is such a good one. So we basically take a slow breath in. And when you don't feel like you can inhale anymore, you take one more sip of breath, and then you let it all out. You'll see animals do this when they like fall asleep in their nap. You'll see little babies do this in their sleep. Physiological sigh. That one is like instant magic reset. Looking at the horizon. If you can find a way to look at the horizon, doesn't matter if there's things in the ways, trees, houses, do the best you can. When we have an expanded view, it actually switches our brain focus. It sort of puts us more in an alpha brain wave state, which is softer, more expansive, less tunnel vision. We get a lot of tunnel vision when we're in fight, flight, or freeze, like what's right here. We want to expand our vision and take in a bigger view, give ourselves more perspective. Okay, cat-cow. We want to inhale, exhale. You can do it on all fours. You can do it sitting. You can do it standing. But this stimulates the vagus nerve when we do cat-cow. So do some of these slow motion. Stop where it feels tight. Really give yourself the breath with it. Cat-cow is just great. Gargling stimulates the part of the vagus nerve that runs along the vocal cords. So gargling is a great way to stimulate. Use mouthwash, use tea, use honey water, use regular water, it doesn't matter. Cold water can sort of shock us out of what's happening in the spin out, or it can awaken us if we're in freeze. So just take some cold water and just splash it on your face, or take a cold rinse. You don't have to do like a whole cold plunge in a Nordic spa or creek. Like it can be much, much simpler than that. Take a cool shower, splash some cold water on your face. Pretty simple. Singing is so soothing. Again, it stimulates the vagus nerve, but it also like vibrates our own bodies from the inside out, and that vibration is really soothing. Plus it's like deeply cathartic. So anything from like turning on music and singing along, or just sing songs you know, sing songs you don't, make them up. Doesn't matter. Don't make it pretty, don't make it fancy, don't make it performative. Sing because it nourishes you. Sing for yourself. Knocking on chest. This stimulates the vagus nerve, the immune system, the thymus gland, and it's just like this self-contact that's like, here I am. Here I am. Really good as we head into cold and flu season in the northern hemisphere too. Good for, they call this, in Qigong, they call it a Chinese flu shot. Chinese medicine flu shot. I like to make sounds. So that's a really good one. Ear massages, especially focusing on the tragus, this little spot right here and the little part underneath it. Ear massages, right? Acupuncture, we often get like ear seeds or ear needles. It's very soothing, very calming, very nourishing to really give yourself an ear massage. Try pulling, stretching, getting in there and kneading. Don't make it painful, make it pleasurable. Ear massages. So those are the main ones I have to offer you right now. There's a million more, of course, but see which ones feel good. Not all of them are going to be the ones that are right for you. Find the ones that are right for you, but repetition is the key. As often as we get pulled out of regulation, we need to dive back in. Pulled out, dive in, pulled out, dive in. So don't expect to figure eight in your hips in the morning and spend the rest of the day feeling like a Zen monk. It's not going to happen. The idea, a resilient nervous system, is one that can come out and in and out and in of regulation, right? We need healthy stress. We all know this. There are times we need to really be mobilized and have a lot of sympathetic energy to do what needs to get done. And in order to rest, there are times we really need to kind of check out and be in dorsal and watch stupid TV and movies, right? We need all the parts of the nervous system, and we're always somewhere in between them. But this is the way we return to ventral, we return to nourishment through these tools and a million more. I hope this is helpful during this time, and I just wish you as much peace, safety, nourishment, and deep love in your life as is possible. From my heart to yours, be well.